All right, everybody, we are here live on KEMPIRE Radio. I'm so excited to welcome him back to the show. Jared Lee, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? I'm good. How are you?
We're doing really, really well. We're so excited you decided to come back. We've been waiting on this EP release. First of all,
You and me both.
Falling Through Holes. First of all, that's a hot cover. I like the fact that as an artist, you can just stand alone on the music and you don't have to put your face on the EP. And it's just art. It's just art.
No, I appreciate that. I mean, actually, it's one of those things you can evaluate, like, should we do a picture or not? But, I just felt for this, it was, when I wrote that song, actually, I kind of had, like, visual in mind, and I thought it'd be cool to change it up and try to kind of show that in a drawing. I didn't do the graphic design, but I was able to explain kind of what I was looking for. So yeah, it's something different, and I hope people like it.
And what exactly does Falling Through Holes mean? What does it mean for you? What does it mean, in general?
Well, what it meant for me was, over the course of the time where I was writing the EP, a lot of things were going on in my life. And when I wrote this particular song, I wanted to try to encapsulate what I was going through in terms of, struggle with relationships and opportunities and just dealing with professional things and trying to move my career forward. And I really, when I was writing the song, I kind of got this visual of trying to get to the next place, trying to get kind of to the other side. And, things were standing in my way. So it was kind of like, I would make progress and then, fall and try to, climb my way out. And then I would make some more progress and fall. So, I think it was, in general terms, it was just, having kind of doors shut in your face, figuring out a way to reopen them and to get where you're going. So that it was a really, interesting time, and, that's what the song was kind of about.
And what has this journey been like since, it's been quite some time since the last time you were here on the show, but what has this journey been like putting this EP together, and finally, October 4th, it's being released? It's been an interesting journey. I think, we last spoke, I think, when they had just played It's Over Goodbye, the first single on American Idol. Yes.
And I actually had recorded a bunch of these songs probably when we had spoken, but, I was piecing together which ones I wanted to release and all that. And, like I said, this EP is it's a reflection of what I was going through at the time, dealing with a difficult breakup, dealing with, the struggles of, trying to make things happen professionally. And by the end of it, the last song on the EP is called What It Beats For. That's a song I hadn't recorded yet when you and I last spoke, but, that song is very uplifting and hopeful and optimistic. So I think there's really something for everyone on this EP because, it really deals with difficulty and then lends itself towards empowerment and then optimism. And, now I'm feeling good. So,
can we expect like a video or anything like that for any of the singles off of the EP?
I'm sorry?
Can we
expect what? Sorry, it broke up.
No problem. Can we expect any videos or anything like that for the EP?
We are. Yep, we are. We're actually shooting one of the videos 2 weeks from now, so that should be done probably, I'd say, in late October. We'll have that, and I will definitely send that your way.
Most definitely. Can you tell us what song you're going to be doing a video for?
Yeah, it's going to be for the song "It's Over Goodbye."
Yes.
Song that's out at radio right now, and that was the first song we wanted to start with. So, I think people are going to really like it, and we're excited to shoot it.
And, in this industry right now, it's hard to get people to come out and, support records and things like that. And you give us a brief overview of what we can expect from your new EP, Falling Through Holes. But why should, someone that hasn't, gotten into Jared Lee music before, why should they buy this new EP?
I think that, look, with my music, I try to come across as really honest, really passionate. And it's a lot of my music is about real things that I have gone through, and I think they're very relatable. Like I said, it covers kind of a wide variety of topics. But what I can say is that I think anybody that listens to it will really feel the emotion that I was feeling at the time, and that's something that I try to deliver in the records. that I put out. So hopefully if people can appreciate that and see the honesty and emotion in the art, that's something they'll appreciate and will want them to hopefully keep coming back and hearing more, and better yet, come see me live.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite song from the EP?
It's a tough question. I mean, I know it's kind of a cop-out to be like, they're all my favorite, but, I have like a real personal connection to each of them. So I don't know. I mean, the last one to me is called What It Beats For. That's the one I just did a couple weeks ago, and that's kind of like the most raw record on the EP. It's, very stripped down. There's not a whole lot going on. It's more kind of just about the voice, the emotion, and the message. So that, I think, will give a different color than the other songs. But, man, I really like a lot of them. I did a song called Out of Breath that I love with Evan Bogart and the writing camp, David Quinones, Erica Nuri, Greg Ogan. And they worked on some of the Leona Lewis records, and Evan wrote Halo with Beyonce. So I was very excited to work with them. So, yeah, man. But I like all I mean, I'm proud of all of them, and I really stand behind them. So I really hope people like it like I do.
Yeah. And, we mentioned a little bit, It's Over, Goodbye, a big song, and then I know a lot of people recognize that song from when it was on American Idol. Have you been watching the new sort of X Factor show that everyone's talking about?
I haven't gotten to see X Factor yet, but a friend of mine was on the recent American Idol, so I've kind of been following her career, and I know X Factor, everybody's talking about a lot of incredible talent, so I got to get on that. I'm like a week behind, I think, right?
You're kind of busy. You're kind of busy. We understand.
Yeah, but I gotta. Have you been watching it?
Yes, I have. It's interesting. I'm probably in the group of people that just are kind of sick of all the singing competitions.
Right. Yeah, there are a lot of them.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to
become like the new like A&R process.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep up with them. I have to say, it is interesting to watch. I mean, because it is a different dynamic than American Idol. It's not, the ages vary, the looks, their groups that are participating, they're performing artists. So it's interesting to watch, but I'm not that much sold on it yet.
Not sold yet. Okay.
Not yet. But back to you, Jared, anytime we have singers come here on the show, we ask them to sing a little bit. Can you sing something for us from the EP or
That's
one?
Right. Sure. I can give you a little bit of the single.
Okay.
This is It's Over, Goodbye.
We started out like the perfect story, on the heels of a beautiful life. Didn't know you were holding a secret inside. I used to be the one with all the glory, standing like a soldier on the front line. So you came and you stripped me of all my pride.
I'm outside, so I don't know how that's working, but there's a little for you.
The listeners, KEMPIRE, they get it. It is what it is.
That's through the cell phone with the wind blowing.
Yeah.
So,
Jared, any plans to do any touring? Are you going to be in a city near you? I know you have international and, United States fans. But any plans to tour?
I appreciate that. Yeah, well, I'm hoping to get out to Europe. I did a little tour here over the summer with Secondhand Serenade, and I've been able to do a couple one-off dates. Actually, last week I got to open up for Train in Las Vegas, which was incredible. Just because there's such a massive band with such a massive following.
Yeah,
that was probably the coolest live opportunity I've had to date. But now, I've been going around to a lot of the radio stations and just doing some acoustic performances, but we're now kind of booking some holiday shows with them, and I will definitely keep you posted on that.
Wow.
And hopefully be doing some tours in the fall.
Most definitely. And one thing we want to remind everyone again, today is the official day that you'll be releasing, October 4th, your EP, Falling Through Holes.
Yes. So on iTunes, support it, tell your friends. Obviously, I really appreciate you, man. You've always been so gracious and supportive, so thank you so much. And, man, I know you're doing great things with your company over there, so anytime I can help you guys out, please let me know.
Most definitely. I'm excited to get the EP myself. I love up and coming artists, especially artists that are passionate about the music and that are really pushing, pretty much self promotion. I have to give that to you. I've been wondering what you've been up to, and you hit me up and you were saying it's coming. So I'm so excied about that, and I appreciate you letting us know.
Yeah, well, I was like, I need to hit up. I haven't talked to him in a while, and you're always kind of like chatting with cool people, and I saw you were talking to some friends of mine, and so I had to check in with you because I know you're always out there on the front line. So
try. Well, again, Jared, before you go, you have to do an official for our new era of KEMPIRE Radio, a new drop for us. So any way you want to do it.
Absolutely. Is there anything particular you want me to say?
No, not really. Just any way you want to do it.
This is Jared Lee, and you are listening to the new era of KEMPIRE Radio. Thank you guys so much for the support.
Thank you so much, Jared. We really do appreciate it. And everyone, make sure you get Falling Through Holes, Jared Lee's new EP, available everywhere online.
Yep, October 4th, iTunes, and hit me up. I always love interacting with people and talking to them about music or whatever. So don't be shy.
Jared, and let everyone know your Twitter so they know they can follow you and they can speak with you there.
Yeah, it's at Jared Lee Music, so JAREDLEE Music, and
most definitely.
Tweet me, whatever, Facebook, all good.